Hello students, once again welcome back to English language classroom. Today my topic of discussion is joining sentences. Joining sentences is a topic of Icse exam 2023. This time the pattern is little different. You all are going to get 4 options. You all have to select the correct option. Clear? I hope you all know the rules. You have to join the sentences without using and, but, or so. Come on, let's start. First sentence, this is the hospital. Second sentence, I was born here. Now look, 4 options are given. You have to select the correct option. First option, this is the hospital what I was born in. Okay, so this is totally wrong because what is a wrong word. Okay, what cannot be used in this sentence. Next, this is the hospital where I was born. Third sentence is I was born there at the hospital. Okay, over here it is written I was born there at the hospital, but the main sentence is this is the hospital. Okay, not there. And the last option is this is the hospital where I am born. Look, you were born in past tense many years ago. So the answer should be was, not am. So even this is a wrong option. The correct option is the third option. Clear? Sorry, not third, second option. The correct option is the second option. This is the hospital where I was born. Okay. Next sentence. The children had been sick for a week. They were unable to go to school. First option. Children were sick and unable to go to school. Okay. Second option. Children had been sick for not going to school. This is totally wrong. Why? Because children had been sick for not going to school. For not going to school, children cannot be sick. Okay, so it's a wrong option. Third option, children were unable to go to school as they had been sick for a week. Okay, and the last option is having not gone to school, the children had been sick. Okay, for not going to school, children cannot be sick. So it's also a wrong option. The only correct option is the children were unable to go to school as they had been sick for a week. That is the third option. Third option is the correct option. Clear? Third sentence. Mrs. Kumar has been a teacher for 30 years. She will now retire. Okay. First option. After being a teacher for 30 years, comma, Mrs. Kumar will now retire. Next option. Mrs. Kumar taught for 30 years. Mrs. Kumar will now retire. Look, here again 2 sentences are given. 2 times Mrs. Kumar repeated. Okay, so it cannot be a correct option. Next sentence. Mrs. Kumar is retiring now as teaching for 30 years. It's also a wrong sentence because there's a grammatical error as teaching. Okay, it's a grammatical error. And the last sentence, she has to retire on teaching for 30 years. It's also wrong. Okay, so the only correct option is after being a teacher for 30 years, comma, Mrs. Kumar will now retire. Next question. This news is very absurd. It cannot be believed. Look, whenever the word very is there, you have to remove this very, and instead of this very, you have to use the word to, T-O-O, and it cannot. It should also be removed. Whenever you are using to, that means you have to also use to. Okay? So look, first option is, this news cannot be believed for observed. This news being observed could not be believed. Second option. Third is, this news is too observed to be believed. I have told you, whenever there is very, you have to use the word to. Therefore, the third option is the correct option. Okay? Next question. Sonam is my cousin. She lives in Chennai. Okay, first option. Sonam, the identity is given. Who is my cousin? Lives in Chennai. Next option. Sonam, my cousin, lives in Chennai. This is also more or less correct. Okay, but the better option is Sonam, who is my cousin, lives in Chennai. Third option, Sonam lives in Chennai as my cousin, is the wrong option. Okay, because the sentence is grammatically wrong. There is a grammatical error over here. Okay, and the last option, my cousin Sonam had been living in Chennai. Even here, there is a grammatical error. Okay, the correct option is Sonam, who is my cousin, lives in Chennai. My last sentence, okay? The school bell rang, the children ran to board the school bus. Ringing the school bell, the children ran to board the school bus. Okay, it's also not a correct option, okay? The school bell having rung, look, school bell having rung is also a wrong, no, it's not wrong option, it's a correct option, okay? The school bell having rung, comma, the children ran to board their school bus, Okay, it's the correct option. Sorry. Okay, and the third option, school bell had rung to board. Okay, had rung. It's the wrong option. Okay, because you cannot make it perfect tense. Okay, and the last option is children boarded the school bus soon after the school bell rang. Okay, it's also not so good option. Okay, the best option over here is the school bell having rung, comma, the children ran to board the school bus. Number second option is the correct option. Okay, so you have to be very much alert. Okay, while choosing the correct option, because all the option will be very much like to each other only. Okay, so you, among this four option you have to choose the best option. Okay, for example, here the fourth option also many students will think that the fourth option is also correct, but the best option here is the school bell having rung, comma, the children ran to board the school bus. Okay, up to this much. With this, I am concluding this video. In my next video, I am going to bring something new. Until then, goodbye.